Wall Street's profitable leveraged debt machine is imploding. They're trapped with around $40 billion in dangerous debt on their books, which they generally repackage and sell to you for your retirement, IRAs, and so on. And now they're trapped with this debt because, to be honest, investors are saying, yeah, I'm not really comfortable with this. As a result, they haven't bought it. The $12.6 billion in debt that funded Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter is by far the largest balance sheet load for any single acquisition. But I'd like to remind you that the equity he utilized were his shares of stock. That's when he started using it as collateral for loans, and the stock is now much lower. Do you see what I mean? What a twisted knot it is. We, first and foremost, practice deception. This is a very knotted web. However, this is also their lending machine, the debt machine. Bank of America gains from volatility when loan income falls short. So, traders outperform expectations for all of the volatility that creates trading money. And some traders outperform their forecasts, neither on the debt nor the lending side. But here's what I really want you to hear. Since it's not coming from me, this is the case if you just show this slide to your relatives and friends. They must hear this. However, you also have the snippet links since FDIC bankers discuss balance to cope with the anticipated market crash. When individuals need to know, they can find out. But I doubt you'll be able to reach a public that doesn't have a professional need to know. Why do you require all of this information? Hello and welcome to Economic News. Please like the video and subscribe with all notifications turned on so that the YouTube algorithm will share this video among more people, allowing more minds to be educated concerning the impending debt that the US market is about to incur. Now, let us get back to the video. The insurance company does not inform the people of what they are doing with the assets of the masses. They just believe the insurance company will pay their claim. I believe you must consider the unintended effects of taking a public that has greater faith and confidence in the financial sector than perhaps some in the FDIC room do. We want them to have complete trust in the financial system. They are aware of the FDIC insurance. They are aware that it works. They placed their money in and were able to withdraw it. So, there is a small group of individuals in the institutional establishment who want to comprehend this and will find a method to grasp it. This space is populated by a number of law firms. There are a lot of people that charge them by the hour and a lot of money to explain everything to them. That is not an issue for me, and they all have enormous staff. But I'd be wary about the unexpected implications of broadcasting too much of this to the broader population. They don't want you to know, that's why. And as we witnessed in Cyprus, these things are bound to happen again and again. People's deposits are said to be sticky. When was the last time you changed your bank? Nobody does. They simply trust and say, well, I'll make my deposit. That's my cash. It is not legally their money. This is not your money. You've now given them the money, but you're thinking to yourself, that's my money. So, when the next crisis strikes, we'll see what they say about debating the balance to rush and withdraw every penny from the bank. If you own a business, you clearly need money to keep it functioning. But beyond that, why are you putting it at danger and jeopardizing it? They have around 1 cent for each protected deposit. They have a large number of uninsured deposits. Successful firms ensure that they keep enough cash outside of the system in a private vault so that if anything like that occurs, they can still pay everyone who works for them since they do not want their employees to be in a horrible situation. Of course, after they digitize everything and we have CBDCs, central bank digital currency, having this and that outside of the system becomes even more vital because it is good money, good assets, as Roosevelt puts it, that will get you through whatever you need to go through. Because you may always convert this to your local currency if necessary. Or if, like we did during the Great Depression, we resort to bartering because people no longer trust money. You'll have something to work with because this has the biggest buyer and demand base. Because you're just listening to the entire group over the FDIC, Do you think central bankers are any smarter than you and me? Absolutely, they do. They also have a good idea of how near we are. And while everyone assumes that they want this thing to go forever, I do not, since there is absolutely little purchasing power left in the currency, and they're moored somewhere around zero. They're aiming to raise interest rates, yet this is causing far more than a worldwide recession. Although if you listen carefully, you will hear, well, this is only a modest reset. Nope, this is the conclusion of this currency's life cycle. It's the final act. It's done, it's done. There is no longer any purchasing power. They must go after the principal. That is, by the way, what negative rates are. But it has no effect on this. And who is more knowledgeable about money than central bankers? And who knows what they're doing better than central bankers? But what about the 1%? Take a look at it. These are the coins. This is not an extremely rare item. This is far more prevalent than that, and that is all we require. I just want to fall into this group. It is not necessary to spend $8 million on a coin, but I want to be in this group because, as we've seen in Ghana and India, among other countries, gold can be readily, well, not quickly, but it can be confiscated. They don't want you to keep your money, but will they exchange an $8 million coin for $42.22 or even $50? The face value of the new 1-ounce gold eagles. So I'd like to fall into that group. So it makes no difference. What if I'm correct and they seize? What if I'm mistaken and they don't seize? It makes no difference at all. This is the end of the life cycle of this money, and no one appears to be talking about it but me. I want to go through it with my riches secure, because who understands more about safeguarding and increasing wealth than the 1%? Seriously, do you think it's a coincidence that global central banks and the 1% are amassing gold as quickly as they can? At the same time, I do not believe it is a coincidence. So, we've begun doing something right now because it's critical that you understand that the system died in 2008. As a result, 2008 was only a forewarning. Thank you for watching this video. Please share the video with your friends and remember, buy gold and silver when it is low and then sell it when it is in high demand. Take care now.